Welcome to Daily Talk English.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily Chat English. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Emily. Today we're talking about something every English learner experiences: mistakes.
Actually, I made one yesterday. I wanted to say, I'm interested in photography, but I said, I'm interesting in photography.
Interested and interesting. Very common.
The other person understood me, but I still felt embarrassed.
That happens a lot. We make one small mistake and suddenly we think, my English is bad. But a mistake can mean something else. It can mean, I found something I can improve.
So a mistake is not a red X.
Exactly. Think of it as an arrow. It shows you where to go next.
I like that.
And today, we'll show you how to use mistakes to improve your English instead of being afraid of them.
Before we start, if you enjoy learning English with us, please like this video and subscribe to Daily Chat English.
It really helps the channel. Now, let's get started.
Emily, why are mistakes actually useful?
Because they give you information. Imagine you're driving somewhere new. You make a wrong turn. What does your GPS do?
It says recalculating.
Exactly. It doesn't say, you're terrible at driving, give up. It simply shows you another route. Learning English works the same way. You say something. It doesn't sound right. Someone corrects you. Now your brain has new information.
So the mistake tells me, not this way, try this way.
Exactly. For example, you say, I go to the store yesterday. Then someone says, oh, you went to the store yesterday? Now you notice, yesterday, past tense, went.
And because I made the mistake myself, I may remember the correction better.
Yes, your own mistakes often stay in your memory because there is a real moment connected to them, but you need to notice the mistake. If you never notice it, you may keep repeating it.
So the useful process is make a mistake, notice it, learn from it.
Exactly. Think of a pencil. If you write one wrong word, you don't throw away the whole page. You erase it, you correct it, then you keep writing.
That is a much better way to think about English. I think many learners know mistakes are normal, but they are still afraid to speak.
Yes, and sometimes that fear becomes a bigger problem than the mistake itself. Imagine two learners. Learner A knows a lot of grammar, but every time someone speaks English to him, he thinks, what if I say something wrong? So he stays quiet.
And learner B?
Learner B knows less English, but she tries. Sometimes her grammar is wrong. Sometimes she forgets a word. Sometimes her pronunciation isn't perfect, but she keeps speaking.
Who improves faster?
Usually learner B, because she is getting real practice.
So, knowing English and using English are not the same thing.
Exactly. Speaking is a skill. Skills need practice. Think about basketball. You can read about basketball every day. You can study the rules. But if you never touch the ball, you won't become a good player.
You have to shoot. And sometimes you miss.
Right, but every missed shot gives you information. Too far, too short, wrong angle. Try again. English is similar. You speak. Something goes wrong. You adjust. Then you try again.
So, staying silent feels safe, but it keeps me in the same place.
Exactly. Fear says, wait until you're ready. But speaking is how you get ready.
Okay, when I make a mistake, what should I actually do?
Use 3 simple steps. Notice, correct, reuse.
Let's start with notice.
Notice means finding the exact problem. Don't say, my English is terrible. That is too general. Find the small mistake. For example, I am interested in photography. The problem is one word, interesting.
So I focus on one thing.
Exactly. Step 2, correct. The better sentence is, I am interested in photography. Say it again. Notice the difference.
I am interested in photography.
Good. Now step 3, reuse. Use the same pattern again. For example, I am interested in music. I am interested in cooking. I am interested in traveling.
Now, one mistake gives me several correct sentences.
Exactly. That is how a mistake becomes useful. And if you want, keep a small mistake notebook. Write only 3 things: mistake, correction, your new example.
So, my notebook becomes a list of my real problems.
And your real progress.
Are all mistakes the same?
No, let's look at 3 common types. First, word mistakes. Maybe you say, I borrowed him my book, but you mean, I lent him my book.
Borrow means I receive something. Lend means I give something for a short time.
Exactly. One mistake teaches you an important difference. Second, grammar mistakes. You might say, she go to work every day. Then you correct it. She goes to work every day. Again, one small problem, one small correction.
And pronunciation?
That's the third type. Maybe someone doesn't understand one word. Instead of thinking, my pronunciation is terrible, ask, which sound caused the problem? Maybe one vowel, maybe the stress, maybe the ending.
So, I should zoom in.
Exactly. Don't try to fix all my English. That is too big. Practice one sound, one pattern, one word difference. Small problem, small practice. Big improvement over time.
Sometimes the mistake lasts 2 seconds, but I think about it for 2 hours.
That happens to many learners. You make one grammar mistake, then your brain says, I sound stupid. Everyone noticed. I will never speak well. I should stop talking. Now, one small language mistake has become a huge story.
And most of that story may not even be true.
Exactly. The other person may understand you perfectly. They may not care about the mistake at all. Communication is not a grammar test.
So, what should I say to myself?
Try this. I made a mistake. I noticed it. Now I know more than I knew 1 minute ago.
That's much better.
Remember, a mistake describes one moment. It does not describe you. One wrong sentence does not mean your English is bad. Think about walking upstairs. If you trip on one step, do you go back to the bottom?
No, I keep going.
Exactly. Learning English is the same. Sometimes you move quickly, sometimes slowly, sometimes you trip, but you're still moving forward.
Emily, I think I understand mistakes differently now.
Good. Let's review. First, a mistake is information, like a GPS changing your route, not give up, but try another way.
Second, the biggest problem is not making mistakes. Sometimes it is being too afraid to speak.
Right. You improve by using English, not by waiting for perfect English.
Third, use the 3-step method.
Notice, find the problem.
Correct. Learn the better version.
Reuse, use it again in new sentences.
And finally, don't turn one small mistake into a negative story about yourself.
Exactly. A mistake doesn't mean I can't speak English. It means I am learning English.
That might be the most important idea today. Mistakes are not proof that you're failing. They are proof that you're practicing.
So if you make a mistake this week, don't hide from it. Use it. Write it down. Correct it. Say the sentence again. Turn the mistake into a lesson.
And here's today's question. What English mistake taught you something you still remember?
Maybe it was a word mistake, a grammar mistake, or a pronunciation mistake. Tell us in the comments. Your example may help another learner too.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please like the video and subscribe to Daily Chat English.
Keep speaking, keep practicing, and don't be afraid to get something wrong.
Because every mistake can show you the next step.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.